Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be reviewing a makeup indie brand from right here in Ontario, Canada. They hail from the city of Waterloo and they are called Emme Cosmetics. I am always on the hunt for a really good makeup indie brand. I love supporting small companies and people's dreams, and I always have a soft spot for Canadian companies and Canadian entrepreneurs. So I'm always going to shell out some extra cash and send it their way because they are coming out with some amazing products. I discovered Emme Cosmetics when I was browsing through Instagram and looking for Canadian indie brands. They are really hard to come by. Clionadh Cosmetics is probably one of the larger ones that I'm aware of, but Emme Cosmetics is right up there, I think, in terms of quality, selection, and just great customer service. The brand primarily offers eyeshadows, but they do also dabble in highlighters, blushes. They've recently released a body glitter as well as pressed glitter that is safe for use on your eyes. They've also got some lip products, a bunch of stencils that you can use if you like doing different swatches on your arms, and they also have some brushes. So again, there's a lot to choose from when it comes to this brand, and their shipping and processing is actually quite quick. Now obviously I live locally, so my order tends to arrive really quickly once it is shipped out, but I haven't had to wait more than 2 weeks before my package arrives, which is pretty darn good in my opinion. All of the products that are made by Emme Cosmetics are made in small batches, so there might be some slight variation from product to product, but for the most part I think the quality is extremely consistent. And one of the other things that I really appreciate about this brand, and Clionadh Cosmetics does the same thing, they really engage with their audience. If you are leaving a comment on their Instagram, they will comment back, they will feature your artwork, they will repost your Instagram stories, your swatches. They do such a good job of that. It is so nice to see small brands really appreciating the fan base that they're building. It's just one of those really special things that I definitely look for in a brand. A while ago I purchased a bunch of eyeshadows from Emme Cosmetics, all of them being foiled shadows. Here they are. I did use the option that includes this palette, so when you buy 12 eyeshadows you get this palette for free. Now right up here there used to be a mirror. Unfortunately mine arrived and it wouldn't stick in this pan here. I tried to glue it back on with some super glue, and for whatever reason it just wasn't adhering to the surface, so I decided to just throw away the mirror and leave the palette as is. I have other mirrors that I'm going to use, but I think this palette is actually quite nice. Obviously it's got the logo out here on the front. It is a nice plastic hardcover case, so it keeps your shadows nice and safe. I am obsessed with these foiled shadows. They are so buttery and so creamy. The one that I just swatched here is called Athena, and bam! Oh, it is such a beautiful foiled color, and I mean that's one swipe, guys. If I take Apollo, which is right next to it, it's such a stunning gold color. I mean, the color payoff when it comes to these eyeshadows is unbelievable. In terms of formulation, and I'm just gonna look down at my phone here, they are a cruelty-free brand, so none of their products have been tested on animals, and any of the suppliers that the brand uses do not test on animals either. The makeup is all vegan, which is really great. It is mineral makeup, it's talc free, it's dye free, and some products contain titanium dioxide and others don't. And I think you have to look through each different eyeshadow and its ingredients in order to figure out what is actually contained in there, but everything is readily available on their website. Speaking of, when you go over to their website, it is beautifully laid out. You get a nice picture of their eyeshadow. You get pictures of all of the different swatches so you can instantly see what it is you're buying. Obviously, you get the price So the shadow Athena, for example, and coincidentally one of the ones I swatched, is 7 Canadian dollars. So it's probably going to be a little bit less in US. I'm thinking between $5.50 and $6 depending on the exchange rate. In the description, you obviously get all of the information. It includes the pan size, which is 26 millimeters for most of their pans. They are made of tin and they do adhere to anything magnetic. So if you are going to be using a Z palette, for example, they will easily just snap in here and not budge. You don't need the magnetic stickers on the bottom. You obviously get a thorough ingredient list as well as some notes on manufacturing and anything else that they need to tell you that is of importance. So overall, I think their website is really user-friendly. Lots of information is available there, and these shadows are just absolutely stunning. And I think they have lots of different color varieties. For me, I do love metallic and foiled shadows, and that's where I think Emme Cosmetics really excels. I have seen a couple of mattes here and there, but I haven't seen a whole bunch of matte shadows on their website. When I actually went to go place my first order, I went to go buy a couple of the matte colors, but unfortunately all of them were sold out, so I wasn't able to get my hands on any of them. So truthfully, I haven't tried out their matte formula, but I can certainly attest to the magnificence that is their foiled and metallic shadows. I will be swatching these for you in just a second. Before I start swatching the foiled shadows, I do want to talk about their new pressed glitters. I remember seeing these on Instagram when they were posting all of the different swatches, and my jaw just kept hitting the floor each time I saw a new glitter. And holy bejeebers, I went ahead and got myself as many of the ones that I loved and that were still available. And thankfully they arrived. Only one came slightly out of the pan, but that's no big deal. I just pressed it back in and we were good to go. But these glitters are something spectacular. I'm actually housing them currently in this Z palette that contains a bunch of my Emme Cosmetics eyeshadows. But these pans here are some of the most user-friendly glitters I have ever encountered. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know how much I have been loving my glitters at the moment. I was originally obsessed with my Pixie Press glitters. Those I absolutely adored, and I still like them, don't get me wrong. I have fallen in love with the ColourPop glitters. I've been using those a lot, but ever since these came in the mail, holy bejeebers, I haven't even reached for any of the other glitters. And I'll tell you the primary reason. I haven't reached for anything else because these glitters have minimal fallout. You heard it here, folks. You can apply these to your eyes and trust me, they will only stay on your eyes. They don't fall anywhere else on your face, so you don't have to worry about cleanup. Now, it does depend on your application method. Obviously, you can't go in with a big fluffy brush and just like smack it all over your eye and expect there to be no fallout. But I end up using this little applicator right here. So this is a Morphe M170-4. That's a weird number. Anyways, it looks like a little lip liner brush almost. It has certainly like stiff bristles. It is oval in shape, and it is perfect for a lot of detail work around your eye. And this is the brush that I apply all of my glitters with now. So sometimes I will wet it beforehand. With the Emme Cosmetics glitters, I don't need to wet it. I can literally just dip in and quickly apply these all over my eyes. I'm gonna insert a little clip here of me actually applying the glitter to my eyes. I did my look. I used the Emme Cosmetics shadows, although for the matte colors I did have to go into my Sydney Grace shadows because those are some of my favorite mattes out there. And then once I did all of the groundwork, I ended up slightly pressing the glitter just in the inner corner of my eye, and I sort of feathered it out so it gave a nice gradient look almost. As you can see, there was no no fallout. I had full precision. It was just so easy to use. Without any further ado, let's get to swatching these suckers because I'm so excited to get these on my hands again. The first color that we're gonna go in with is this one over here called Merman. Merman is such a stunning cobalt blue glitter, and I am barely touching the pan, and look at that glitter on my finger. Let me get in a little bit closer so you guys can see this. All right, so here I am. Hopefully I'm in focus, and there is the glitter swatched. Isn't it beautiful? I just went into the pan to grab a little bit more just so I can straighten this out and give you a really solid swatch. And bam, there it is. The next color I'm gonna go in with is this one right here, and it's called Fairy Tale. And Fairy Tale is a nice, almost teal-like green color. And I barely touched the pan, and look at that, guys. Oh my goodness. All right, and here is the swatch. Ba-bam! Ooh, 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 do you see that? I keep looking at the viewfinder and all I see is sparkle. Yes, sparkle. The next glitter I have is this one over here. This is called Mulvine's Dream, and it is a gorgeous green glitter. And there's the swatch right there. Another stunning color. I'm just gonna add a little bit more just to increase that opacity. The next color is Ethereal, and again, I'm just very lightly touching the pan. That's what my finger looks like with the glitter on it. And there it is, swatched. It's just beautiful. The next color is called Gypsy. And this is a beautiful glitter. It looks like it has a red base, but it has such a nice multi-chrome finish. Boom. There's Gypsy. And then we have Cinnamon Mint, which is this color down here. And Cinnamon Mint is actually the one that I used on my eyes today. And there is the swatch. It's just beautiful. All of these glitters are so stunning. They also have a really good staying power, so once they're on, they are on. Aside from these glitters being eye safe, the other thing that I really appreciate is that it is so easy to wipe them off. You can either use a makeup remover wipe, which is what I typically use, or you can use a little bit of soap and water and they will immediately come off. At the moment, these are plastic glitters, but Emme Cosmetics is working on a biodegradable glitter option, which I think is phenomenal. So when that does become available, I think it is going to be a huge seller because a lot of people are very conscious of the environment as well as sustainability, and I think that would be a really great alternative to plastic glitter. I now want to do a couple of live swatches of the foiled shadows. So I'm going to take Remember Me down here. So this is one quick swipe. I'll take Summer Sunset over here, which is another beautiful color. I'll take Hawaii, and what the heck, we'll grab Apollo again because that's one of my favorite colors. And here we go swatching. Remember Me, Summer Sunset, Hawaii, woo, and Apollo, which is a little bit on the flaky side, but stunning. I'm just gonna fix up Remember Me a little bit. And there you go. Those are some of the colors. Live swatch. They're so beautiful. You can apply these shadows with a flat shader brush, or you can apply them with your finger. Obviously, you're going to get more intensity when you use your finger, and I actually did both application methods in the tutorial I'm about to show you. I initially went in and I applied Athena with a brush, and then I went in and I used my finger just to make it really stand out. And I honestly prefer using my finger with these particular particular shadows because I like really strong foiled pigmentation. If you do want something a little more natural yet still foiled, I think a brush is a good way to go. If you want, you can even wet the brush with a little bit of Fix Plus or whatever setting spray you have on hand, and it's going to give you the same effect as what would happen if you used your finger. Shadows also have a really strong staying power. I can usually get a full day's worth of wear if I do decide to use these shadows. So anywhere between 5 to 7 hours is my standard wear time. Around the 5-hour mark, these do start to crease a little bit. What I tend to do is just maneuver my finger around my lid just to reset a couple of things, and then I am good to go for the next several hours. And now I'm going to insert a sped up tutorial so you guys can see exactly how I created the look that I've got going on today, as well as how I was able to use the Emme eyeshadows and pressed glitters. Love this brand. I love the eyeshadows. I love the glitters. I couldn't recommend them enough. If you are in the market for new eyeshadows or you're looking for new indie brands to support, definitely check out Emme Cosmetics. I think they are absolutely wonderful. And again, it helps because they are Canadian and I love supporting Canadian brands. If you've had a chance to use these eyeshadows or pressed glitters before, let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't, let me know which colors you're interested in trying out. They do have a great variety, so much more than what I currently have in my collection. And that's gonna do it for this review. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know the drill. Give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you want to keep up with me outside of YouTube, you know how to do that. You can always follow me on all of my social media, and I will make sure to link everything for you in the description box below. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you are all having a spectacular day no matter where you are in the world. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!